Hey everyone, it's Mark Anthony Garrett, professional speaker and author, and I want to take a moment to talk with you about the power of a thought. Now, when we begin to think about our thinking, most people do not think about what they think about. Now, you think about that. But no, on a more serious note, I want to talk about the power of a thought, because everything in our life, everything that we see, everything that's been manifested and that's tangible started with a thought. The shirt that I have on, the camera that's filming me, the computer that you're watching this through, or maybe the phone, the Android or the iPhone, your clothes, your house, a pencil, a piece of lead, everything was started with the conception of a thought. So thoughts are powerful, thoughts are things, thoughts are energy. And whatever you think about the most in your life becomes your reality, be it positive or negative. So let me give you an example. Back in the early 60s, President Kennedy came to the country and he said something very amazing. He said, "America, we're going to go to the moon." Now I want you to think about that. During that time, we really didn't have the technology. We really didn't have the wherewithal of how we were going to do it. But Kennedy, with his ingenious thinking, came up with a concept that says, you know what? I believe that we have the capacity and the potential to build the technology to take us from planet Earth to the moon. Now think about that. Think about how absurd many people thought it was, and many people talked about President Kennedy and said that he was absolutely crazy for even thinking this. But here's the thing that I really admired about him, is that he thought it anyway. So how does that relate to our life? Well, let me tell you what's going on in the new millennium. The new experts of the world, the new people who are creating new technology and new innovations, these people are positive thinkers and they're big thinkers. And I think a lot of times so many people think at such a low level. The thing about it is, you have to realize that if you want things to change in your life, if you want to be the new innovator or the new expert, or you want to change the world, you must first change the world with how you think. Because if you can imagine things to be how you want them to be, if you can imagine a new invention or a new way of doing things or a new methodology or a new philosophy, then if you can think it, you can manifest it. But you also have to believe it. And the whole thing is, years ago, people have this term that says, you know what, let's fly with the eagles. And I totally bought into that, and I still believe it. But I have a new term that I've created, and it's called satellite consciousness. Why fly with the eagles when you can be a satellite? Now, I know it's a deep concept, but just think about that. If you want to be known for something big, if you want to change your life in a big way, whatever it is for you, then if you can't adopt this new philosophy of satellite consciousness and satellite thinking, simply meaning that average isn't good enough anymore. Just being average is not going to be the continuous status quo. If you want to reach excellence and you want to reach the apex of your true greatness, you must have satellite consciousness and think totally outside the box. But more importantly, sometimes you have to take the box and remove it, and you paint your own Picasso. And you know what? We're going to be going more into this in a lot more detail in other videos. But I just wanted to throw the thought out there about expanding your consciousness. And when you do this, the world changes for the better. People are moved. Countries are liberated. People have a higher sense of purpose and service when they think bigger and better. And more importantly, the bigger you think, the greater your environment is, because people around you, they will pick up on your energy. They will pick up on this conception that if you think big, maybe it's possible for them to think big as well. So the thought process is incredible. A thought is powerful. A thought could change the world. A thought could be the next cure for cancer. A thought could bring world peace. A thought could totally change the world for the better. So I wanted to just leave you with that tidbit. I hope that has helped you. And more importantly, I hope that it gives you the motivation to start thinking just a little bit differently. I believe in you, and I believe that when you change your thinking will change you. See you soon.